Okay, I have to go live on Facebook because I need to rant right now. Okay, so everybody's going on about the presidential situation. That has nothing, nothing, nothing to do with what I want to talk about. My rant today is about mamas that are being bullied into having inductions. And it is unbelievable the number of women who are uneducated and unprepared for their birth experience, and they walk into the hospital and they end up in a C-section. Okay, so this last month, well, the November into December, in the first couple of weeks of this month, I have been supporting moms, and I've been supporting birth workers who I've mentored and who I've trained as they're supporting other moms. These women are actually being bullied into going in and having inductions when their bodies are just not ready. They're just not ready. For a doctor to say you're overdue would mean that he actually implanted this embryo. He knows exactly what day you conceived, and he knows 40 weeks to the day a good estimation of when that due date is. It could be off by 2 weeks either way. So what estimated due date they give a mom does not necessarily mean that's the day her baby's going to be born. That's an estimated due date. That's why they call it an estimated due date, because they don't know when babies are going to be born. God knows when babies are supposed to be born. Mama's bodies know when babies are supposed to be born. So why in the world are doctors telling these mamas that your body is overdue to have this baby? And then we all know, those of us who are educators and doulas know that 38% of inductions result in cesarean deliveries. 67 to 68% of interventions lead to cesarean deliveries. No induction can happen without intervention. So you're putting yourself at more risk of a cesarean by being induced. Every single mother who has been induced in the last 2 months that I have either supported or supported the birth worker who was supporting that mother has resulted in a C-section. Every single one. The mamas whose bodies spontaneously and naturally went into labor on their own, they went into the hospital, and yes, they may have had to have some intervention in the process, but their bodies were ready. Their bodies started the process, and they went on ahead and just had to intervene to kind of progress the labor. Not jumpstart it. It's not a battery, people. It's not a car. You don't have to jumpstart the process. It knows what to do. Oh my God. Why in the world are we allowing this to happen? We have got to. Birth workers, we need to unite. We need to create a united front, and we need to educate our community, especially our community of African American moms, our community of moms who are mature in age, our moms who are plus size. They need our support. They are getting into these hospitals. They are telling these mamas that your baby can die. I have literally heard nurses talk to each other and say, when mamas are empowered enough to say, I want to go home, or I'm not ready, just go ahead and release me, the nurse will say, well, let's go in there and tell her baby can die. That is a bully tactic that they are using in hospitals to get mamas to literally have inductions and to get these babies out. If your body is not ready to meet your baby, it will not happen that way. If there is a necessity, and don't get me wrong, inductions can be necessary. And yes, cesareans save lives. So I'm not anti-intervention. I'm not anti-C-section. I'm not anti-anything as it relates to the birth support. However, when mamas are being bullied into these situations, it never fails. It never fails that they walk into these situations uninformed. They're not giving informed consent because most of them are so emotional that they don't even know what's really going on. We have got to make it a valiant effort in 2017 to educate our families. Birth workers, unite. Childbirth educators, unite. If you can't do anything in your community but offer one childbirth class, a workshop or something to give these mamas an opportunity to come and get this information so that they can feel somewhat empowered by the opportunity to trust their bodies. Ladies, you were divinely designed to give birth. It was a divine design. He didn't make any mistakes. Trust me, we have been having babies since the dawn of time. There would be no existence in this planet if it wasn't for the female body. It is designed to do this. Please. Okay. I had my moment there. And the only reason why I'm going on and I'm going off like this is because I got another text message from another sister last night who went in to support a mom, and that mom's birth resulted in a C-section after the induction. I have had two of my mentees go in and support a mom whose doctor told her she needed to have an induction, and it resulted in a C-section. One of my clients was told, based on her age, that she needed to go in and have an induction. And sure enough, her birth resulted in a cesarean. And I pulled out all the stops. So again, if your body is not ready, moms, if birth workers, if your client's body is not ready, encourage her to be empowered enough to have the conversation with her doctor about her risks going into an induction. There are risks. 38% of inductions lead to cesareans. 67% of interventions lead to cesarean. You cannot have an induction without intervention. Therefore, the risk goes up. Please, let's make this a point and a priority that these babies are actually getting the opportunity to be birthed through the vagina. Not that cesarean birth is the wrong way to be born. Not that cesarean birth isn't a necessity to save lives. However, it is important that moms are empowered enough to understand what it means to her body, what it means for her birth experience, and how it's going to result in the outcome if her birth results in a C-section because of an induction. We got to do better. We have got to do better. That's right, Tony. Educate to empowerment. It is important. We got to do it as a collective effort. Birth workers, unite. All right, I'm through ranting. I appreciate you guys chiming in. Share this video. If you're a birth worker, share this video with all of your mamas. Share this video with your network. Let them know that we need to collectively start educating our moms. We need to start educating our community. We need to make childbirth education a priority, whether it be a community effort, whether it be a private class, whether it be a group class, whether it be 1 day, 10 days, however many days it takes for us to get this information to these moms so that they're empowered enough to have the conversations with their doctor about their birth experiences. We've got to do better. We got to do better. And together, we can do it. Oh, by the way, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you want to attend a community childbirth class, the Natural Way Birthing Project, my nonprofit, the Natural Way Birthing Project, offers a free community childbirth education class every single month, except December, on the 4th Saturday. Not the last Saturday, the 4th Saturday except December. So we will be having one this month on the 4th Saturday. Count it from the 1st all the way down to the 4th. And at this point, my brain is off. I can't even think of the date. If somebody knows the 4th Saturday of January, please put it in this post so that those people who are in Dallas-Fort Worth who want to come to a free childbirth class, you can simply call 817-841-9291. I will register you myself personally. We want to make sure that moms are getting the information they need so they can be empowered to have the birth of their choice and a satisfied birth experience. That's it for Nakia. I'm out.